Rolling. Hey, this is your boy Drewski team. How you doing today? This is also your girl Lida B. She's killing it. This is our s'mores pie we're going to teach you the process on. It's got a little bit more nuance to it than our average pies. What she's starting with is our classic disc. We are going to put a butter brush over the top to start. Now, typically I think the way we'll do this is we'll have a 9th pan with some butter in it where we could, like literally while you're making the disc, just set it in the front of the oven to warm it up just enough. We'll have it out, maybe out here somewhere where we're gonna put it in there just to get a little liquid on it. So she's gonna launch it over in the cool area. We want to do that. And then we're gonna place the turning peel, which is why I got that wood handled one for our gluten-free, so we can free up one of these for this. And she's just gonna set it lightly there, right on top of the disc with that butter. Oh yeah, and salt usually goes on it too. We'll sprinkle a little butter and salt right away. So we're gonna let that sit in there because we got the steel turning peel. And so I think the idea here is we're gonna leave it until that one side is nice and mostly done. We'll show you that in a minute. And I think the idea is to not move it as much because it's gonna put a dimple, you know, on one side of that crust where the stem, I guess, of the turning peel is, and then we'll turn it and we'll do it on the other side, and then we'll essentially have our first cut line available there. So we'll wait on that a second.
And the middle, the pizza peel helps keep it like crispy and not bubbly.
Correct.
The bubbles.
Yes. Yeah, so that's going to exactly prevent the middle from getting done at the same time as the outside, because if we do that, it gets too crackery and crunchy, and we don't necessarily want that on the finished product. We still want it chewy in the middle, and so that's kind of what that's going to do for us. We definitely thought about how this will affect kind of a busy night, hoping that our oven folks will be able to take this in stride. It's still a simple pie, but I think we can probably work it just fine, all things considered, but certainly want some feedback on it as we launch it here. And so we'll wait for this to get her done. Got our marshmallows. We're gonna go mini marshmallows here. We got our graham cracker topping. And we got Ghirardelli chocolate syrup available at all Target stores. Excuse me. And so, yeah, essentially we'll have, you know, a bunch of crushed up graham crackers for the topping. And that's pretty much all there is to the toppings for this one. We experimented with some of the wafers, like these guys, but I think we can do that, but it's kind of much more apt to scorch those upon the second stage. We'll show you in a minute. So we're opting for the chocolate syrup on the after cook here, which has turned out really nice. I think the big thought for this as well is that we're going to be pretty liberal with our marshmallows and our chocolate, because we do want that ooey gooey experience. And it seems to me that when we launched some sample ones before, if we didn't have enough of those things, it was just kind of a drier, more sparse experience, and we certainly want to just slather that on. So Lida's just turning it there, keeping that peel on there, and we'll wait for that a little longer. Sorry, Bear Paw team, you're gonna have to watch this whole video of Lida's smiling face and my stupid voice. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys because it's probably easier to show you than to try to hand this one down like any other pie, just for a couple of nuanced reasons, namely the turning peel situation like that. So, and again, yeah, we won't want to use the wood one. That'll be for gluten-free only. And the turning peel we have here can hang out in the oven without any adverse consequences. Beautiful day in Maple Grove, as you can see. As you can see, our tip jar is flush with cash, as you can see. And so, yeah, we're gonna look something that's about perfect. Yep, we're gonna pull that out. What do you think? A little bit more?
No,
I think that's good. Yep. So, yeah, anywhere. I was gonna say this even seems, it seems right in the wheelhouse. I think on the doneness, right? And that's the other thing too. We definitely get. Oh, that's not so much here, but sometimes you definitely want to keep in mind the other side of the one turning peel, the second one, because it can get black from the soot from the floor before, and then kind of rough that up a bit. But it's also not a huge deal, I think, if we get a little bit on it. So anyway, so then we got our crust. We're gonna pull it out. We're gonna layer this sucker full of our schmallows. And yeah, like I said, we want to be as covered as possible all the way through.
So we're gonna get another bag real quick.
Oh, is that all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just for these purposes, we can continue on. But yeah, I would say we'll do a little bit more than this. As you can see, we got some spots in between, but that's close to what we want. You know, basically all these spaces in here, we can just flush it full. You can be as liberal as possible with it. Marshmallows are cheap, good. So then, yep, we're gonna throw it back in, and we're just gonna put it right in the front, essentially. And anywhere from where she put it to, about 6 inches more is about all you want. And then I'm gonna say on our samples, that was probably about 30 seconds before we're gonna turn it. And then you can certainly do the visual check on the back half. The mallows will toast up pretty quick. They're gonna puff up just a little bit with that heat too.
You didn't even tell with the back ones.
Yeah. So yeah, just do it like any other mallow you do in your campfire at home. We might actually call it the campfire, I think, if you guys all like that. And if you don't, take it up with the boss.
CAMPFIRE, yes, I just saw.
Okay, dispose of our waste. So she's just turning it a little bit. So yeah, I mean, this is just definitely a visual thing, a nuanced one. It's not as, something you want to necessarily put near the fire at any time. You're already seeing some toastiness right there. That was, like I said, about 30 seconds into it. So just kind of go until, you're not going to get much more play on the crust in terms of doneness. Certainly a little bit, but we're just going to get all those mallows puffed up real nice, and that's getting pretty close. Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, just another few seconds, but it's looking nice. Yeah, they're homogenizing. It's going up pretty quick now. And then we'll pull it back out. Yeah, buddy. So, essentially like that. Then we're going to hit it with the old Ghirardelli chocolate syrup. Another liberal thing. It doesn't matter which way you do it, zigzaggy or circular, or any which way. Make it look pretty as usual. Yeah. Oh, it smells so good. You guys have no idea until you make one.
For real.
And then we've got some graham crackers here for the topping. We're just gonna sprinkle that all over there. Now this one is definitely a lighter pie in terms of weight, so the heat will cool off rather quickly as compared to the other pies we have, but that's okay by us. So that's how you make the s'mores pie, and I hope you like it.